Wow. As much amongst the people, racism.
Alright, bet. Yo, good morning, man. Another episode of RapAboutTV, and we got a special guest here with us today, man. The Media Prince. What's going on, brother?
Thank you for having me, man. How y'all doing today?
All right. So, man, as you can see, man, you know, our platform, man, we come and we just chat in the barbershop amongst the community or whatnot. So first off, I'm gonna hit you with, you know, who is the Media Prince?
So the Media Prince is a lover of art. And art is so broad, and art can be many things. That's what I am first. I'm a writer. I own the MediaPrince.com. It's, you know, I wanted to create a platform where I could put art of all facets on it to where, you know, the world drives and tries to push the mass into your face, but there's a lot of talent that we don't get to see. That's usually better than what's being shoved down our throats. So I wanted to create a platform for those voices to get seen, and it's went from there.
Right. So I mean, so I guess that started your passion or whatnot. Why did you choose the name Media Prince? I'm just curious.
So to be honest, this was probably like early 2015. I was still working under Urban Informer, which is on 93.9, and I was like, just want Instagram famous. I was like, creating the MediaPrince.com. I don't know where the name came from. I just was typing it. It just kind of came. So I did that, and then I kept putting it up there. I kept saying it like every 3 months, every 2 months, I would put something up there. And it was getting close to homecoming, so I wanted to go to school knowing I'm, you know, doing something. But I ended up buying the name and seeing if anybody did it, and that's how it came to be, literally.
Dope. So you mentioned school. What school did you go to?
I went to Johnson C. Smith University.
Okay, really? That's what's up.
Please say y'all heard of that.
I know, I did. We here, man. We definitely here. All right, so now I look, you know, I watch you and I like your work and whatnot. I see you making a lot of power moves, man. Can you go into a little bit of like your new little partnership there I see with Shoe City and etc.?
Yeah, so we partnered up to be the lifestyle influencer and blogger for Shoe City. So my first campaign will actually be coming out. I believe it's coming out Monday because it's going to premiere with my reality show.
I've seen that.
We just got a little sponsorship here with Smirnoff. So that campaign is coming out. I want to say it's coming out in July. So that's about it. And then I'm trying to luck up on the real, the sponsorship that's gonna like set me off.
Right.
That's that. But other than that, it's just that's where it's at right now.
What's the name of the reality?
It's called The Apprentice Head. You guys can see the trailer now on The Apprentice Head TV, Instagram, and it's premiering on YouTube on Monday.
YouTube.
Every Monday?
Well, we're only gonna get y'all the first episode because we're in shopping season, so we're gonna be shopping the show around. But we're gonna give you, I believe, we might be giving a surprise today, giving the first 3 minutes of the episode today.
Okay.
And then putting out the full episode on Monday.
That's dope.
So the campaign for Shoe City will premiere as a commercial with them.
Yeah, it makes sense. You know what I'm saying? It makes sense. So, so tell us a little bit more about the reality show. Like, so what is it? What are we watching when we watch it? Just a day in the life of you?
Yeah, so you get to see the day in the life of the Media Prince. But you also get to see the team of the Media Prince, like my publicist, my manager, my cameraman. You get to see them yelling at me, me yelling at them, us trying to get stuff in order. Like because everybody sees the front end.
Right.
They see the finished product. They don't see that you almost threw the camera out the window and everything. Media Prince is almost over. Like they don't see that part, or you get what I'm saying? They just they see y'all now. They don't know who you had to knock out before we start again. Right. So it gets the detail. Almost knocked out. So it just details that. So you get to not only get to see what I do, but you get to see the human side. So you be like, oh, you be chilling. It's like, yeah.
Right. So let me ask you. Did you start off with a team? How did your brand grow? Like, how was that journey? and,
No.
get you where you are today?
I didn't start off with a team. Everything came piece by piece. What's funny is I was reaching out to managers, like trying to find a manager first. And the manager I looked up on was this recording artist. His name's Styling. He's from here. He's the artist that does the official Wizards. And
I know exactly.
I reached out to his manager, and she wanted to really know me. She was like, "What's your real name?" I told her my real name, and she was like, "That's Langston, by the way." She was like, "I only know." She said to me, "She was like, I only know 2 Langstons," and she described an old guy, and then she was describing me. She was like, "What's your last name?" I told her my last name, and she was like, "Wait a minute, you got an aunt name?" So happened to find out, I'm reaching out to a manager who happens to be a friend of the family that knows me.
Everything happens for a reason.
It linked up like that, and then I was doing a spotlight on an athlete, this pro basketball player. He's big, he plays overseas, he's an author now. I reached out to him to work with him, and of course he directed me to his publicist, who happens to become my publicist now. So just one PR. I reached out to her so I get all the info up. Being as though I like to spotlight all facets of art, PR's an art too. So I asked her could I spotlight her, and we ended up connecting at an event, and then I started just following more of what because I went to school for PR, but I fell in love with writing first. So I got to study what does a PR do, and as far as me as becoming a brand, I was like, I think I'm gonna need that. So I reached out to her, and shoot, we've been working ever since.
Man, that is dope, man. That's what's up. All right, so before we go any further, right? We usually jump into current events that's going on in the world. Just let the people know one more time where they can find you. You told them, your upcoming things you're working on. Just let them know where they can find you and keep in contact with you.
So you can follow me on all platforms at The Media Prince. That's TheMedia Prince, like the artist Prince, Prince. That's where you can find everything Media Prince, themediaprince.com. Shooters, the site is now up to over 5 million hits. We can't wait till this 6 million go. That's when I'm gonna really show out. And then you can follow the reality show, The Princess Hit TV, follow Shoe City, and follow Smirnoff USA.
Right, that's what's up. Hey, when we get back, man, I'm gonna hit Pete with the news. Hey, it's RapAboutTV, man. Alright, man, so look, we back. We had to jump into what's going on right quick. Before I have Pete with the news, I have something I read or that I seen. It was the white lady from Missouri. She got fired from her waitress job, and then also got kicked out of the Air Force Reserve, something like that, because she was going nigger hunting. I don't know if anybody seen that video or that clip.
Hey, so we going nigger hunting today or what? Fuck you nigger hunting right now, huh?
You get them niggers.
Look at my soon-to-be sister-in-law. Look, she looks so pretty.
Yeah. So she with, her boyfriend, her friends, and they like, yeah, we're going nigger hunting, right? And she's like, yeah, go get them niggas. So I put that out there. Recently, a lady from Missouri got fired out the Air Reserve because, that's what they go nigger hunting.
What you gonna do when she find niggas?
Right.
She claimed she was intoxicated. She claims she intoxicated. She said I got friends that's black, family members that's black. She did, I'm not racist.
So she's really nigga hunting in real life though. She's getting them as friends, like, yeah, meet me at my house, we're gonna have a potluck.
Yeah, so
Drunk and thought.
yeah, so that's that.
Silver mine. Scary shit.
So Pete, what you got for us today,
So,
man?
in the news, we got the first things first is Uber is trying to use AI technology to determine who's a drunk passenger or not. So they're not trying to give rides to drunken passengers anymore.
Which is backwards.
That's the whole purpose.
Backwards as hell.
That is the whole purpose. That is the whole
Not
purpose.
having to drive your own vehicle coming from any situation you in.
What's AI technology?
That's what is it?
Artificial
intelligence.
So I guess what they're doing is, I guess before they get in the ride,
That is one
they scan your face with the phone.
No, thank you.
They-
Right.
Left.
right. Left, right.
But I think it was because y'all know they dealing with that whole sexual harassment case. So I feel like they trying to get out of, you know what I'm saying? Because it's going to be in court. When they go to court, they're going to have they're going to be debating over, well, this person was drunk and this person, you know, consensual was not consensual. So,
Well, they
you
just
know,
made Lyft that much more money.
So what happened with Uber anyway? What was
I
it?
don't
they
like
got
that.
a bunch of complaints about sexual.
Uber been messing up with us for a long time.
Damn.
They just
Give it up.
pay your calls real.
Yeah, right. What else? What else you got?
Next news is so it's IHOP is changing their name to IHOB for burgers instead of pancakes.
Please,
Nigga,
please
first
show
of all,
the
who the fuck goes to? I've never in my life, since I've been born,
Got the burger.
went to IHOP for a burger.
Yeah, they say they want more people to come for them for more than just breakfast. Know them for more than just.
You've been in the National House of Pancakes for damn near how many decades?
My whole life, shit.
I mean, yeah, you know.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
But you mean they just want
If it ain't broke, don't fix
What's
it.
wrong with
But
rebranding, man?
Whoever is the marketing
Everything
person
is
for
wrong.
IHOP is smart as hell because this is getting publicity on
Definitely,
IHOP because they're definitely not going to stay IHOP.
Right.
They
I hope
can't.
they are. I hope
No
they're
one's
not.
ever going to. If I want a burger, bro,
iBurger.
to be quite honest, I know somebody that's gonna go to McDonald's before they go to IHOP for a burger.
Definitely.
So what the hell? Nah. Can I get some pancakes? The short snack, please.
It's crazy.
And then the last bit of news is the FBI agent who was dancing in Denver. He was dancing on a dance floor and somebody's recording it and he drops his gun. Picks up his gun. Picks up his gun with his finger on the trigger.
Oh my God.
Shoots somebody. He's
So
he's
didn't it go off when it dropped though? The gun went
Yeah,
off?
no. It didn't go off when it dropped. He picked it up with his finger on the trigger and he pulled the trigger back and he shot somebody.
Didn't he get like
Did they die?
no, he got wounded.
I think they got shot.
He got shot.
Legs,
He got wounded.
like,
He got wounded. Didn't he get in trouble for that?
Yeah,
Like,
he got fired.
Should have.
And he's going to get tried.
He was dancing.
So let me ask you:
Denver.
do you keep your ears to the street, or you up to date with current events? Like, so how do you feel? Like, I guess with all the shootings, you know, police killings and stuff going on. What's your take on that?
Now it's becoming a peep show. It's like it's with social media. It's like these cops is just like now shooting just to show that they can get away with it. Like, I really understand as I'm getting older. It's kind of scary because you, as a kid, you don't understand stuff until you can understand stuff. Like people feel like, and of course, millennials we understand now because we're getting of age, but you can't really expect anybody between the age of 25 and under right now to understand what's really going on today. Understand what's really going on. Because I remember me, college days and up to I was 25, you know, just partying, chilling. You're not really paying attention to that. You see it on social media, but now you understand like it's real. Like I don't think anybody understands they'll never understand as a black person the idea of the fact that when you ride and you see a police, the fact that you gotta caution up, like you gotta get yourself together. Even if they on the other side of the road, or they like you tense up, and people don't understand that as a black person, you don't know how that could go.
Right.
But also to that same aspect, I still grew up in the era where my mom taught me to respect authority. So when police pull you over, yes sir, no sir,
Right.
and you got where you're going.
Right.
Now we gotta. I think we're forgetting to teach our. Even though we saying what the police are doing, we still forgetting to teach our kids to respect authority because sometimes you. You gotta know what I'm saying. You can and it comes to an instance where a whole different outcome could come from if you would have showed respect versus showing defiance. You get what I'm saying? Like you could have like the police, what y'all pulling me up for? Like versus like if you. I know for me, I've been pulled over a lot, like, and I've got off with many warnings where if I could imagine if I came off disrespectful, what could have happened. And I've been pulled, for me personally, I've been pulled out of my car and they have saw an open bottle of liquor in my back seat and I walked away with just a warning. But I showed respect, so I'm imagining what if I was and I'm black with dreads? Bruh, I could have been the next memorial we do, around the world. So, yeah, but it's definitely getting out of hand. But we definitely need to get to the era where we still respect authority, because sometimes it can really save a life depending on how your attitude towards authority.
So that brings me to this. So in your journey, and we all in the entertainment business, have you come across, I guess, I ask all my guests this, politics, racism on your rise up?
Well, not on my rise up, no. Well, as far as outside, like other racism, no. Racism in my culture, yes, I've experienced that.
So that's deep. What you mean by racism in your culture?
Well, because I've been able to maneuver into rooms where other affiliates could be, and the hate is, how did he get into the room? We had the backing to get in this room. So, as far as that aspect, yes, but it's just a notch over the shoulder, because like I always say, I'm supposed to be in the room because God made me put me in the room. I was already gonna be here, whether you was in here or not. You just happen to be in here. But so, who you work for, I'm in here because it's me. And then I've dealt with racism before, but this was way before media appearances. This is when I was young. I worked at the bowling alley, and we was. I was a teenager. I was a youth porter. People that pull the bumpers up, clean the trash, wipe the tables, get the balls together. It was a nice little job after work, paying $16 an hour. I was like, cool, I'm making it, free games, invite my friends out. We bowling, but I'm working at the same time. And so I think this particular day, me and my coworkers, because we have authority to go in the kitchen and cook. So man, we all wanted some chicken fingers, so we was throwing some chicken fingers, and this older Caucasian citizen, he came over just like, I want a hot dog, hurry up. We all looked at him like, what he said. Okay, we was looking like, how about them chicken fingers? Like, we being like, no. He said, he started slamming. Mind you, the kitchen was really closed. It was us that was just doing stuff. Like, it's clear as day closed. He just was like, man, you niggas can't do nothing right. And it was like, yeah, he was like, you niggas can't do nothing right.
Those both.
Wow.
He was
right. What he didn't understand was, what he didn't understand though was at that age he was still dealing with some smart black kids that wasn't about to get into that. Mind you, we had white bosses that despised that racism stuff. So we not gonna even argue with you, sir. We laughed and we just like, all right, bet. We went to our Caucasian bosses, who evacuated the gentleman off the premises, and he didn't get a refund, and he was banned from the establishment. So for that, and it's also too, we gotta remember our brain power with how we respond to situations. We have won these battles before because we used our brain power and we shut up and got together.
And that's what the
thing is, social media today, they don't want you to shut up and get together. They want y'all to just form your own opinion, stay apart, because they forget that we can make real moves happen.
And that's the goal, the aim of your show here, is get us together and work together and whatnot. So before I get out of here, let me ask you real quick, because you a sports fan?
Here and there.
Here and there.
When I can sit down and watch it, yeah.
All right.
I got my favorite football team, my basketball
Which
team.
is?
So I'm a Warriors fan, and then I'm a Dallas Cowboys fan.
Nah, I know. Real
Throw the
quick.
whole interview away.
Real quick,
I'm also a Nats fan. That's because I played baseball in high school.
Shout out to the Caps who won it all.
I'm not a hockey fan. I'm just sliced that.
Somebody-
as a city, we got an actual championship team.
Finally got some.
Despite it had to be hockey though, and instead of the teams that we really want, like football. That's
Like,
what
but I never seen something black people like hockey.
bruh. Because we got as a city, we got a championship, a real one.
This is for Pete, KB, more Andy, for real. Will y'all get? I know Kawhi just said he don't want nothing to do with the Spurs. So will y'all? He want to go to LA. I know Pete wanted to talk about this. So when you see this free agency NBA heading to Pete, how do you feel this about to play out?
The advantage. Who can you get and how can you gather up the team together? You know what I mean? That's pretty much what it is.
Are you with it though? Like you see?
You can't stop it.
LeBron,
Stop it.
hey,
LeBron,
LeBron in a way did all this.
He started.
He opened the door for it.
No, it's KG. It was KG and
This type
Ray
of freedom gives the player the choice. The choice.
I'm not mad at it at all.
It do though.
But no, that's like
You hold the keys.
this is the time where the agents and the big people. This is the time when they like kind of shambling and like swearing.
Yeah, they scared.
Because now but it's about time now that the freedom is in the players' hand because it's gonna be ultimately us that brings the money home for all of us. You know what I mean? So
That's why I like.
choose.
That's why.
So now this also allows for coaches and everything. They need to now work on their ethics, how they treat their players, the compensation, the respect, how you treat them, what's their benefits after they get injured, how can they continue. Like now it's more to come to the foreplay of how a player would think, of how I select you.
Right.
Yeah, that's why that 76ers coach got fired. They
You mean the
investigated
GM?
Yeah, the GM. Sorry,
yeah.
my fault. The GM got fired because they investigated his tweets about his own damn play. His own. They was talking about Joel Embiid on Twitter with a fake account,
Oh wow.
with a burner account.
You went that far.
Yeah, so.
Investigated and then.
Bruh.
You wanted to talk about him so
And this is what I'm
bad.
saying. People, you gotta be smart.
The star
in this
player of your
age,
team.
bruh.
Slim. That's like imagine the GM for the Cavs talking about LeBron on the burner account.
Man, come on. All you gotta do is cut him.
Right, and they dumbasses don't even understand that we in a hacking world. It's 2018.
Yeah.
Anybody can find out if you just decide to get up there and do that, bro.
And then he's heavy on social media. He runs social media for real. Trust the process. But hey.
Hey man, so look, great morning today, man. Any last few words that you want to tell an up and coming, one who wants to get into the journalist world? Anybody, words of encouragement, let them know what it really is.
Find your niche, like what you really want to write about. Because you gotta treat your stuff as if it's solely for you. Like you gotta be your own fan. So if you get excited about what you write about it. Mind you, I tell people, it's a lot of us in this world, and trust me, it's a lot of others just like you that are craving for what you gotta offer. So just be authentic and do what you gotta do for your. That's with your craft in general. Set your own path. If this is what you want to talk about it. Somebody gonna listen, somebody wanna hear it.
Hey man, you heard it from the man himself, man. The media prince, man. I appreciate you coming through.
I appreciate y'all for having me. This was lit. I'm gonna give you a love.
Appreciate it. Hey,
Don't beat me up like you was gonna beat them up earlier.
Wow. As much amongst the people, racism